see to provide to the court?
Yes, it is a Rudy Lozano carry-on.
Okay, and how long has Layla been getting psychiatric services in Baytown?
Since she was in 3rd grade.
Okay, and do you believe that the time Layla has spent in custody has helped change the direction she's been going on in terms of her choices?
Honestly, all I can say is I hope.
And
You
do
know,
you,
I hope so.
but you're ready to support her to be successful on probation? This is a status check, so I haven't spoken with the DAs about this, because Ms. Stanton's been on probation, and I've been speaking with Sean about it, but she was placed on probation, was kept in custody to go to DDRS.
Yes.
Significant time passed. Unfortunately, she did pick up a misdemeanor case, which then kicked her out of line. We came back to court. We resolved all of that in April, and got her back in line for DDRF. And here we are in June, and she has not left yet for DDRF. As of yesterday, she is 6th in line for a bed, but given she's been in custody, I want to say at least 9 months at this point, maybe longer, waiting for a bed. And so I didn't know if the court would consider amending not to require her to go to DDF. She has a place to live with her mother out of county, which the court has, I think, already approved. But she spent a lot of time in custody for a probation case, you know.
All right. So part of the reasons why you had extra time waiting for DDRF, that's 100% on you because you picked up a new charge. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. So probation, where are we on DDRF?
Judge, the report that was sent to me is she is 6th in line. They do not give us a timeline on when it's going to happen. I can tell you on the
6th or 7th of June, she was 10th in line. So four people have left.
4 people have left since then. So I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks, she would be already placed.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to recall this in 2 weeks.
Okay.
In 2 weeks, if she's not transferred to DDRF as a backup, is her mom here in Bear County or no?
Her mom is not. I want to say near Houston. Yeah.
All right.
Houston.
So just in case DDRF hasn't picked her up, I would like to have her mom by Zoom.
But we can definitely do that.
And then we'll see if her mother understands what the issues are and whether that would be a good placement or not.
Of course, yes. That sounds good.
All right. So Ms. Ferguson, can you recall this in 2 weeks, please?
Thank you so much, Deb.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are you going to do it in July 1st?
Yeah. All right.
Do you want to put it on?
Oh, sure.
All right. So what we're going to do, this is the plan. We're going to come back on July 1st. If you're already in DDRF, you won't be here. You'll be in DDRF.
Judge,
yes.
oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Can we do July 2nd instead?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
All right. So here's the plan, a new plan. We're going to come back on July 2nd. If you've been transferred to DDRF, you won't be here. You'll be at DDRF. If you have not been transferred to DDRF, then your mom will be here by Zoom as a backup, because I don't like to put people in environments that may not be conducive to them being successful on probation. And the court's main concern is mental health.
Right.
All right. So that's where we are.
Perfect.
Anything else we need?
Not today, Your Honor.
All
Thank you
right.
for your time.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. All right. So where are we on this case?
As of yesterday, Vishon told me she is 5th on the list. So this is the client that was sent to DDR just, and I think 2 weeks ago or so when we came in, she was 10th on the list. Now she's in 5th. She has been in custody since August. Part of it is, of course, that she did get an MTR and accepts responsibility, but
All right. She looks exactly like her mom.
they
Or
do.
should I say her mom looks?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the reason why
That's a good thing.
they look, they could be sisters.
They do. If somebody would say, are these two people related? I would say, yes, they are.
Exactly. And so her mom's in Baytown. She would like Layla, rather than continue to wait for a bed and go through DDRF, she would,
Everyone, please whisper. We're on the record, sort of.
sorry. So she has a place for Layla to live. She's already reached out to a mental health psychiatrist in
All right, so
Baytown.
we're gonna go on the record. Court is calling 2023 CR 3464, State of Texas versus Layla Tanton for defense.
Lauren Lefton.
All right. And are you Miss Tanton?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is a case where the defendant had entered a plea of true to a violation of condition number 1 on April 16th. There was an agreement that was reached with the state, which the court followed, which was to deny and alternate amend conditions to a MIC evaluation and DDRF and anger management. And it's the court's understanding that she was accepted to DDRF. However, there's a wait time for DDRF. And in April, the court asked that it be expedited. And counsel, I understand that you say that she's been in custody for a while, but part of that was because of the new number 1 in the
Well-
motion to revoke.
Yes, but she had actually been ordered to DDRF prior to the motion to revoke and had kind of gone through the process prior to the MTR. And I think had maybe just been put on the official waiting list, like completed the evaluations and approval process. But she has been in custody since August
Okay.
of 23, kind of going through this process. And she did complete the anger management while in custody since the last court date. She does have the certificate of completion.
Okay. All right, probation.
Yes, sir.
With regards to this case, the reason why it was brought back is because she said that she could stay with her mom, but children always assume they can do things just because it's mom and mom is going to say yes. So I ordered the defense and to have the mom present so I could ask her whether or not she could stay and whether or not there were arrangements that are going to be made to address her mental health issues. So with regards to the DDRF, she's 5th on the list.
That is what, according to yesterday.
And we don't know how long that means. All right. Is there any concern with her being violent or anything of that nature?
Your Honor, the concern for violence in regards to incident that happened in the jail where the number 1 was issued, that's the only concern that we have. We have not been able to supervise Stanton to give you further.
All right. Do you have any witnesses?
If the court would like, I could ask some questions of Ms. Diaz, who's on Zoom.
All right. Are you Crystal Diaz?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand. Any objections to her appearing by Zoom?
No, Your Honor.
All right. If you'll state your name for the record.
Crystal Diaz.
All right. Defense.
Crystal, what is your relationship to Layla?
Mother.
Okay, and are you wanting her to reside with you in your home rather than attend the DDRF program at this time?
At this time, yes.
And what support can you provide her to be successful in your home?
I have health insurance on her, and I have a vehicle. So I can make sure that she continues her practice with psychiatry. I know that she's been taking medication, or she was taking medication. I don't know if she still is. So she'll need to continue those meds. And so I am able to get her into a physician because I do have her on my medical insurance.
And do you have a name of a psychiatrist she could see to provide to the court?
Yes, it is a Rudy Lozano Carry-On.
Okay, and how long has Layla been getting psychiatric services in Baytown?
Since she was in third grade.
Okay, and do you believe that the time Layla has spent in custody has helped change the direction she's been going on in terms of her choices?
Uh, Honestly, all I can say is I hope.
And
You
do
know,
you think,
I hope so.
but you're ready to support her to be successful on probation? If
I
released?
will. I will support her as long as she is doing what she's supposed to be doing.
Okay, so you're gonna hold her accountable?
Yes, absolutely. She's yes. I've always have. So that's a lot of the reason why she has been in and out of my home. I will hold her accountable, and you know, unfortunately, if she knows if she does not change and does not stick with the plan, she will not be in my home.
Do you feel that she's ready to stick with the plan at this time?
I am really praying that she is, and she's told me that she is, and all I can do is give her this chance. But she knows that she's become a young adult, and my chances with her are wearing thin. But I want to give her an opportunity to definitely, you know, give it a shot, as long as she's willing to, you know, attend the medical appointments, you know, get a job and do good, make smart choices with friends. And then, you know, I'm going to do whatever I can to support her.
Thank you. No further questions, Cheryl.
All right. I just have a few. So you said the psychiatrist that she's seeing is Dr. Rudy Lozano Carrion?
That is the psychiatrist. So the doctor that she has seen since she was a child, Mohammed Ahmed, is not taking our insurance. So I had to find a new physician. It would have been ideal to stick with Dr. Ahmed because they do have a really good relationship. You know, he's been very supportive of Layla. Layla was in a very bad car accident at the age of 16, and you know, he was right there supporting her through that with the trauma that she experienced from that. So, but unfortunately, she will have to see a new physician, and this is the physician that my insurance has recommended to me.
All right. And do you already have an appointment scheduled for her if she's released to stay
I
with
have
you?
I have not scheduled her an appointment yet because she is an adult. She has to call, especially with psychiatry services. She has to call and initiate that herself. You know, she has to be the willing participant as the adult saying, you know, you know, I'm a new patient. I need this treatment. Here's my history. She has to give that information herself. But as she comes into my home, I'm going to make sure that that is done immediately. So that is how I guess I'm going to help facilitate that. But they want her to make that initial phone call.
All right. And do you have any fear for your safety if she were allowed to stay with you?
No.
Okay.
I know that she can, you know, you're talking about anger management, and yes, she is angry, but she's not a violent person. I mean, she's been in an environment that is violent itself. So it's, you know, that's kind of the survival mode. So I think she also feels that, you know, a lot of times it's, from my understanding, for her to defend herself.
Mhm. All right. And is there a place for her to have outpatient treatment as it relates to any type of drug addictions?
I know that there's like an A, and I'm sure that the physician, once we get there, there'll be recommendations that he can give us as far as outpatient. But I know that there are like you know, Alcohol Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous as well, and in the area.
All right. So, and do you have a landline phone?
No, ma'am.
All right. Because GPS is going to be one of the best things. And I think GPS still only does landline.
I thought they didn't, I thought they could do it without a link.
All right, if you all will check into that, and I'm going to order GPS until she has some treatment sessions with the psychiatrist under her belt. Yes.
Is that going to be reward release and break fees or one or two of yes. Outside.
Which do you think is best?
Judge, depending on when you're going to give her permission to transfer, we'll determine that.
All right, well, we'll,
Are you?
as far as transfer, as soon as possible. I know probation has to contact, I guess, the office in Baytown to see if they'll accept her.
Right, but because it's within the state of Texas, we can go ahead and let her go.
All right, then let's do it immediately then.
So through work release.
Yes.
And I was,
Thank you.
Ms. Diaz, if you need to get a landline in the next few days, are you willing to do that?
Actually, I think my internet that I have, I think it comes with free landline. I just don't utilize it. So I'll need to check on that. I
Thank you.
think I just got rid of my phone because we weren't using it.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Layla Tammy.
All right, you understand that if I follow this plan, you need to stay with your mom.
Yes, ma'am.
If there's an issue with your mom, maybe your mom no longer wants you to stay there, or there's some type of blow up. If it's an emergency situation, you can leave, but you'll need to immediately call your probation officer and let them know. And then you're going to come back to Bexar County. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You are not allowed to leave her residence without permission from the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And when I say leave her residence, of course, you can go to your doctor's appointments. But I mean, spending the night somewhere else, being around this ex-boyfriend. And what's the ex-boyfriend's name?
Michael Martin.
Michael Martin.
Yes, ma'am.
You are not to have any contact with Michael Martin. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And these friends that are in the police reports that you've been hanging around with, you're not allowed to do that. You're allowed to concentrate on your mental health, to concentrate on completing this probation. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So they proceeded on count 2. And let me see. The range of punishment for that is 2 to 20 years in prison. So if a motion to revoke is filed against you, and it's proven to be true, you're looking up at potentially 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you had better start taking this very seriously, and you need to make that appointment with your psychiatrist. And I'm going to order that you make that appointment with your psychiatrist within 7 days. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
That means you pick up the phone, you call them, you make an appointment. Do you understand?
Yes.
And you're going to turn that over to probation.
Yes, ma'am.
So what I'll do is I'll alter them in conditions. And she is to the following. She's to reside with her mother. And I'm sorry, what is your full name again? Crystal?
Diaz?
She's to reside with Crystal Diaz. You're not allowed to leave or live anywhere else without the court's permission. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There is to be GPS, waive fees, and that will be done through work release. And it will be GPS partial for medical appointments. And that's all I'm going to do it for now. And then once I see that there's improvement, then I'll allow her to do other things.
And we'll check in with the court if there's job opportunities and see if the court will give us permission for that
Yes.
when the time is right.
Yes. So there'll be medical appointments. She is to contact Dr. Rudy Lozano Carrion within 7 days. And there'll be intensive outpatient treatment with probation. And there'll be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. And there'll be a transfer to Baytown.
Baytown. Yes.
What is the county?
Harris. It's part of Harris County.
Okay. Probation, is there anything else? All of the conditions are of course to remain.
So that, can we just put on the record that the DRF is held in abeyance or no longer?
All right, DDRF will be held in abeyance. And for the record, the reason why the court is doing that is because according to defense counsel, the defendant has been in custody since August, and I have on my docket sheet that DDRF was ordered expedited on April 16, 2024, and she is number 5 on the list for DDRF. And no one knows what time frame that is. It could be this month, it could be 3 months from now. No one has any idea of the time frame. So that is the reason why the court is alternating and amending conditions to have her see medical personnel outside of custody. And for the record, the court has reviewed the Takami screening and also the TAP evaluation. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court?
No, ma'am.
All right, who are you going to be residing with?
My mom, Kristen.
And when are you allowed to stop residing with your mom?
Not at work unless.
Until I say so. You understand?
Yes,
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, your mom is stepping up, allowing you to live with her. And I know sometimes people will say, I'm an adult. I can do this, I can do that. But you can't, because that's your mom's house. So if your mom wants the television off at 10, it's got to be off at 10. And I say this from experiences with my grandmother when children would transition, you know, from the military and then move from our house. It was, hey, these are the rules. And they would come to my mom. Is she allowed to do that? My mom's like, yeah, those are the rules. Get your own place and you can do what you want to do. So for now, you are going to be living with her. Do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
So what's going to end up happening is as soon as they have the GPS monitor, then you'll be free to reside with your mom. And you all have to work on if somebody's picking her up.
We'll arrange transportation.
All right. Anything else?
No, thank you very
All
much.
right. You're welcome. All right. Good luck to you. Have a great one.
You too. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Yes,
for
this is
zooming in.
your mother.
Thank you. Have a good one.